Good morning, Rommy Hawatt. I guess I can describe myself as possibly a kind of serial entrepreneur. I have been involved in the establishment of many businesses over the years, in various parts of the world. I have a background in education and was involved in establishing, setting up and growing one of actually the world's largest creative digital media education groups. We were in 27 countries in 57 odd cities at the time that we sold the business and I retired. I'm involved in the aviation area, also in education training. We train pilots across Europe, Middle East, Asia and Australia. And I also run an investment portfolio of real estate investments across the world also. In various territories. So I have quite a diverse background and some experience in running businesses in different parts of the world and understand what it takes to take a business from a vision through to a successful completion. I believe in the A to Z concept. When you start on a project, you take it all the way to the end. And work out that you have a successful or a failing outcome by virtue of taking it through all of those steps and being able to analyze, regroup, and pick up and succeed on those areas that you once failed. I take a very pragmatic approach to the business world, and I hope I bring a pragmatic approach and a vision to the way that this group will look to accomplish its goals, its endeavors under this GSN gathering. Raza has asked me to look at the possibility of heading up a business chapter for the Middle East and Australasia, two areas that I particularly am involved in. I'm from Australia, but I live in the Middle East most of the time. And have a network of people and associations there that I can bring to the table to assist. But for me, it all revolves around structure and form. And I believe in positive visualization. I believe in visualizing the outcome of what I'm looking to try and achieve in a business sense while applying pragmatic business rules and principles. And I think we need to focus on this. We've all talked about the architecture of the GSN. We've talked about, the vision and the goals generally. I think we all agree on the problem. But this is where, just to repeat His Excellency Shaukat Aziz, this is where the rubber hits the road. For those of you that heard me speak at the Dubai gathering, I think I was pretty clear in terms of the belief of structure and the importance to have a structure. But I think it's also important for all of us to visualize what that structure, even though we're not talking specifics about incorporation and the like, but visualize what our brand capital is and the like. And I will hand over to Elliot to talk about putting some flesh on the bones of how that will look and how we should all visualize that structure of the GSN moving forward. And I'm not necessarily talking about incorporation. I'm talking about just a visualization of where we all sit, how we all mold together, and what it is, what our capital is, if you like, what it is that we actually bring to the table in terms of our strength and how we can scale and propagate that. For my part, I've taken a number of projects under my wing, and I've tried to mentor and help direct the thinking of these particular projects. And I think that's basically the type of role that I can play. Apart from the networking and introductions and things, I think I can help direct and focus the thinking of various people behind certain projects to help them tackle the challenges of actually scaling and accomplishing their particular goals. The GSN, to me, is a brand. It's a body that can endorse and that can sanction, and I think that's probably one of the biggest strengths that we have. If you look at it from a business point of view, the brand is more important than the company and the business itself. I was asked to allow a bit of time for some Q&A, and it would be interesting for me to hear some of the thinking and, you know, perhaps even some of the comments from those particular people that have been involved, that I've been involved with their particular projects and helping lead them through the success factors of winning in this particular area, getting their projects seen, heard, their messages, you know, heard, and how they should, in effect, structure going forward. So I think from a business point of view, that's how I would like to approach it. I would like to approach these things as business-type projects that we're looking to identify the assets that we have. They're all related to charity, of course. They're all related to the Sustainable Development Goals, and how we actually take these projects to a successful conclusion. So, you know, I'd like to put it to the floor for anyone out there that has...
Just a second. Rommy, I think we'll just do the Q&A because we are taking the time to explain. So I think we'll just do a Q&A bit later once we all finish, even though that wasn't the plan initially, if that's okay.
Okay,
so we can allow
that's fine.
Elliot to complete what you were just telling him to take it from there.
Yeah.